Welcome back to VJ Tech Talks. In the last video, we learned what are the files, what type of files we have, how to handle the files, right? In today's video, we'll try to understand what is the use of functions. Why do we need functions in Python language? If you haven't watched my previous videos, I would highly recommend you to watch it before you continue with this video. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel and support me. And don't forget to hit the bell icon for stay updated with my latest videos. Let's get started. What is a function? If I don't have a function, what happens? If I have a function, how this is beneficial for us? If somebody asks you to find the given number is positive or negative, okay, let me execute this, right? Positive number, program ends. Perfect. Let me try to execute one more time. -10, negative number, super. And one more time, let me execute, super. So if you look at this program, what is happening here? Here we have a program, right? Now this program, you enter a number and this will evaluate the number. Let's take the input and it will check the condition. This will display the is positive or negative or 0, right? Very simple. What if I just want to check thousands of conditions to identify positive or negative? Just think of it. Let's just assume one function, one dynamic function where I can just use for all my needs, right? You understand? Okay, what sort of problems if I don't have the function? What sort of problems I can see here? Okay, the problems if I don't have a function, what happens? Just I can show you. First, copying and pasting same code multiple times. What happens, it leads to redundant. It leads to redundant or duplicate. Right? Next, debugging is difficult. Bit difficult, isn't it? Obviously the debugging is difficult, right? How to rectify these kind of problems? That's where it is the function plays the role. Okay, we'll try to resolve these problems with the help of functions. Let me define a function. Our intention is to find a given number is positive or negative or 0, right? That's all. Just I'm accepting the parameter here and positive or negative, or we have another condition, it's a G. That's all. Now this is the function, just I'm executing. Now see, you have how many lines of codes you have? You have a couple of lines here, right? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Some couple of statements you have. The same program I will modify now. See how you can minimize the code if you have a function. I don't want to use all these things. Apart from that, just let me remove all this. Just I will use one print statement. And inside the print statement, what I will do is just I will call the function. That's all. So this is sufficient. 1, 2, 3. 3 lines of code, right? Here if you look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 lines of code, the logic you have implemented to identify positive or negative. When you have a function, the repetitively, like you don't need to write multiple times. N number of times you can call this function anyway, and then you can identify the given number is positive or negative. Let me execute this. We'll see what is the behavior of this program. It's a positive. Now let me execute one more time. -12, negative, and 0. See, it works for all 3 scenarios. Just think of it. This program only for the one particular source, that there is another source for you to identify the same logic you have to copy and paste, isn't it? If you have another source to identify, like, you have different types of source coming from the the source systems. Just I want to identify the given number is positive or negative. The keep on you repetitively you have to write this logic to identify. What if I have a single function? Just I don't need to write anything. Just I will call the this function in the print statement. Okay. So this is the parameter. It is a mandatory parameter. The what parameter you are operating with. See, this parameter has to be passed to this one to perform. One more time. I will execute here. Positive. Okay. I hope you got the point. Doesn't matter how you're passing the, see here parameter, it is expecting the single parameter. It may, you may write multiple parameters also, then you have to pass the, make sure that you have passed the number of parameters that function is expecting. Okay, if you miss any format, it will throw an error. Okay, naming is not fixed here. The function you can define with any name, but your program you can write with any name, any variable name. Just you can pass that variable by calling that function. That will treat as a n only. What happens here, whenever you're writing something, first what happens here, it enters the number that it will store the number in the a. While calling this function, just you assign that number to here, right? This a will going to assign into n, right? So it doesn't matter like what is the variable name you are passing here, but this means that whatever the number it has here, the same number will assign to here, then this will go there. Okay, then automatically here you will have the logic. The based on this number, this will make like this. Okay, always a equal to n. You understand? The a equal to n means like whenever you're passing a number, this is going to assign a value to n. Then all the logics it will checks, and based on the your logics, this will returns the output. With this note, we'll try to understand what is the definition of function now. The function is a block of code or subprogram. This performs a specific task, right? What is the use of this one, which helps you make code reusability? It helps you to make code reusable. This is what the function. Function is a block of code or subprogram that performs a specific task. Look at here, it's a block of code. It's a subprogram of this one. This main program is a subprogram, right? So whenever I'm calling here, this is just jumping this line to our function and it performs the task. I hope you got the point, right? If you ask me, is this the right way to write the function program? It's a right way to define the function like this? Ideally, typically in the real world, no, this is not the right way to write the function. Because the problem here is, if you execute this program, just if you look at this output, see, always it's a positive and none. What is the problem with none? Basically, I'm expecting only positive, but along with the positive, I can see that none. But nowhere I have given this print statement, but still the print statement here, I can see that none is the value. It's this function is returning all the times, right? I can get the none value. How you are getting that none? Or try to resolve this one. Okay, so this is a one way. Pass negative 0 and say if I enter the 5, this is the one way to call. It's a positive for 5, and this is another way to call the function. Pass negative 0, let's say 8. See, if I'm printing, I'm getting that positive or negative. This is the one way. Some people, they, as I was saying, some people might be, they want to capture the result of the function, just they want to add, they want to just aggregate with the another result of the function. Just think of it. That case, I will write this is, let's say, even this here, this way also I can call it. What happens here? Just see, here it breaks the program. The reason behind that, this is the string, right? See, here it is a string, but if you look at this value, it's a none. None is just no, there is no meaning of it, right? Just I'm trying to concatenate the string with none. That's why it is breaking my program. Now you understand? Then how you can rectify these kind of problems? Okay, let me try to write the proper way of function. proper way of function. See here, let me copy this one. Okay, rather just I'm printing, what I will do is the right way to write the programs in real world. I don't see this problem again. Return positive. This return negative. Zero. Okay. Now perfect. Now let me execute this program again. This is the way. Let me call this function with this way. We'll see that what is happening now. See, no issue. If you want to print, you can print the X. See, no issue. See, this is positive. Let me execute. So this earlier it was while I was printing, just I was getting positive and none. But let me execute one more time. What happens? See, only positive. It's now you're getting only single result, right? Earlier it was one, none also was coming like along with the your result. The reason behind that, we were using the print statement. We were using the print statement like a positive or negative. But in the current program, if you look at this current program, here we have written statement, where the written statement, it returns the positive or negative. I hope you got the point, right? This is how basically typically in the real time is the function. I hope you learned something from today's video. If you like this video, please leave a thumb. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. Please do support me, and don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay updated with my latest video. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, see you. Bye bye.